cliche, we're on the run. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to film a little get to know me because I know my channel's still new, and this will be my second video that goes up. I am sorry for being in my car today. I didn't realize my stepdad was working from home today, but I wanted it to be quiet so that I could film this video for you guys because it's the first day in a couple weeks I've been feeling like actually filming something. So we're just gonna run through some questions, and if you guys have any others, feel free to send me a message or leave it in the comments below. But just to start off, my name is McKenna by B. Pretty much no one calls me McKenna though. Everyone calls me Kennah. Unless I'm in trouble. My mom calls me McKenna Catherine, which is my middle name. But yes, everyone calls me Kennah. Where am I from? I was born and raised in Utah. I've lived in this same little town for almost 23 years now. And it's about 30-45 minutes outside of downtown Salt Lake, which is basically the only place that if you don't live in Utah that you know of. What do I do for a living right now? I am just going to school to get my license to become an esthetician. That's been going good. I'm about halfway through the program, and then I'll start my clinicals, and then I'll be able to do it on my own, and I'm so excited for that. I just cannot wait. My zodiac sign is a Sagittarius, and any of you that know me know that this is something that I take like Bible. Like, this is the truth. And I'm a Sagittarius through and through. I'm really like a free spirit. I'm really into like crystals and like positive vibes. I have my crystal in my water here. Yeah, just positive energy, traveling, you know, all of that. Finding the meaning of life is like my thing. I am 22 years old. I will be turning 23 this December, and that's so weird to me. I still feel like I'm 19, and anytime anyone asks me how old I am, I always go to tell them that I'm 21, even though I've been 22 for almost an entire year. My favorite music genre, I think it depends on the season, and that's super weird to say, but like, the foods that I like, the music that I like, the clothes that I like, all of those have to do with what season it is. Right now I've been really into like R&B. During the summer though, I was like really into country, so I'm kind of all over the place here. My favorite holiday is by far Christmas, because my birthday is right around Christmas time. It's just such a fun time of the year, and even though it's kind of stressful, it's just like magical, and I'm about anything that's like magical because I like love Disneyland, love any sort of like theme, like parties and holidays. They're just like my thing, and Christmas is my fave. My favorite pastime is probably spending time with my family. Really family oriented. I have a huge family, and it's really confusing and complicated, which I'll explain a little bit later. Spending time with my family, going to the gym, and probably like reading or listening to podcasts and things are like my favorite things to do. A talent that I wish I had, I wish I knew how to play the piano. I'm like obsessed right now with trying to learn. I'm like trying to self-teach, and I might just need to like sign up for some lessons or something, but I've always really wanted to learn how to play the piano, and just I have this vision in my head of like one day like playing the piano with my kids and like all of us just singing, and anyways, that's a dream. 3 of my short-term goals, obviously one of those would be to get my esthetician's license. Number 2 is going to be to open up my own business, providing those services. I don't know what that's gonna be or look like yet, but we'll see when we get there. The third one is probably to buy a house. That, I don't know if that qualifies as short term. It's like in the near future, but it's still a big goal, so maybe that counts for like both of them. Okay, so 3 long-term goals. One of those, again, would be buying a house. I would like to do that soon. We'll see what happens in the next, year. I've made a lot of changes in my life recently, and I was already, super close, but I've changed up a bunch of stuff, so we'll see when we get there. We're putting that off for right now, but buying a house, getting married, having my own family, that's obviously really important to me. I spend pretty much all my time with my family. My sisters are my best friends, so that's a really big goal for me. And just to be happy and to feel fulfilled in what I'm doing, just all around, my career and my family, all of those different aspects of life I just want to be happy in. A bad habit that I have, I probably have a lot of them, but the main one that I'm struggling with right now is I am really self-critical, and my inner critic stops me from doing things sometimes and gets me in my head, and so that's the main one that we're working with right now. What countries have I visited? Technically I've been to Mexico. I was not old enough to remember, so I don't really count that, but being an adult, the only country that I've been to is the Dominican Republic, and I loved it. It was before all the sketchy stuff was going on. It was a couple years ago. So I know a lot of people have had some crazy experiences at the resorts recently, but I thought it was awesome. What countries would I like to visit? I would like to go kind of all over. My next few trips are probably going to be in the US. I really have been wanting to go back to Seattle. I want to go to Nashville and New York, but out of the country, probably I've really been wanting to go somewhere in Europe, like France or Italy or somewhere like that. Also really want to go to Indonesia, Bali. I know a lot of people are on that trend, but it's kind of been a dream of mine for a couple of years now, so I really want to go there because I'm really into the spirituality and positivity and crystals and all of that stuff, and I feel like Bali would be a really good place for me to go. My favorite food, if we're talking fast food restaurants, I am a die-hard Chick-fil-A fan. I actually used to work there and I could probably eat there every day, and I'm a clean freak, so me saying that is a huge deal, having worked there and knowing what goes on behind the scenes and still loving it. Chick-fil-A every day if I could, honestly. If I'm going to a restaurant, probably right now I've been craving P.F. Chang's and Cheesecake Factory majorly. My top 3 favorite drinks. I have not been drinking soda, but my favorite soda is Dr. Pepper. The next one would probably be Blue Powerade. And then after that, I've been drinking the Body Armor drinks. I think it's orange mango or something like that. It is so good. Dogs versus cats. This one should not even be a question because I will never pick cats. I hate them. That's so sad to say. I am a dog person through and through, and we had cats growing up, and I'm not joking you, they are spawns of the devil. I do not like cats. We'll just leave it at that. My favorite book, I am right in the middle of reading The Alchemist, and I feel like that's gonna be my favorite book, but I'm not all the way through it. So before that, my favorite book has been Big Magic, and if you have not read that, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you read it. I think it's worth it, and I think everyone should read it. So my favorite movie is Aladdin, and not the new one. I have been a diehard Aladdin fan for years and years. The original OG Aladdin. My favorite TV show, I don't know if I can really pick just one because I go through phases where I'll rewatch things. Friends has always been my number one, that'll never go away, but some of the others that I really love are Grey's Anatomy, Scandal I really liked. Siblings. I have 11. I say 12 because one of them isn't really my sister, but I call her my sister. So I have 11 siblings. So let me just break this down for you guys. I always joke that I'm going to get like a tattoo of like my family tree because I feel like it's so confusing. If I just draw a picture for people, it's a lot easier. But I'll go slow so that you guys can try and keep up with me. Basically, so before my parents were married, they both had kids with other people. So my dad, when they came together, had 2 kids from his previous wife, which are my stepbrother and sister. And then my mom, she was not married, but had a kid with another guy, which would be my other half brother. So I have a half brother from my mom, a half brother and a half sister from my dad. And then they came together. They had 3 girls, so I am the middle of those 3. So I have an older sister and a younger sister. And then this is where it starts to get confusing. So my parents got divorced. They have both since remarried, and I now have step siblings from that. So from my stepdad, I have 3 sisters. From my stepmom, I have 2 brothers. And then the one sibling that's not really my sibling, that is my sibling. She's not blood related, but we've been in each other's lives like forever. I've known her since I was a baby. So it's my half sisters. Well, I guess my half sister and brother, but their other sibling from the other side. So my family is really weird, and everybody like gets along, so it's nice. For the most part, people get along. But so my half sister, we share a dad, but I'm also like really good friends with her mom and with her other sister. So she's basically adopted by me. So that's kind of a breakdown of my family. It's huge and crazy, and there are a lot of nieces and nephews, and it's a lot of fun around the holidays and things like that. Tattoos. I do not have any tattoos. I don't know if I will ever get any tattoos. I don't know if there's anything that I can commit to long term to put on my body forever. Like, I really go through phases, and like I've wanted tattoos before, but I've always been like, no, I'm gonna think about it, and then I change my mind, and then I'm like, okay, well good, I'm glad I didn't get that. But I don't know if there will ever be anything that I can commit to long term. I'm really more of like a piercing person, so there's a lot of piercings that I want to go have done. Okay, last question. What is your style? I would say it depends on what kind of day I'm having, what season it is, because sometimes I am like gonna wear my gym clothes all day. Usually comfort of some sort is like a high priority when I'm getting dressed, but some days, you know, I like to dress up and look cute. But yeah, it really just depends on what kind of day I'm having, because sometimes I look homeless. So if you guys have any other questions, or if there's anything you guys want to see from me, let me know on this next page. If you guys want to connect with me on the days that I'm not filming, I'm going to try and commit to doing 1 video a week. It's been really crazy lately because I started school and lots of changes. Anyways, I won't go into any of that right now. If there's something you guys want to see, let me know. Or if you guys want to connect with me when I'm not filming, all of my social medias will be on the next page. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.